Well, hello there. Hope all is well today. I want to come in here and talk to you about things that we need to think about for the next 2023 in our business, that is. I am a business strategist and I'm Sandy, and I help my clients to come up with ideas, help them along the way with the process of operations, the process of business growth, the process of business development, and all those kind of things. So, in the past, I have worked with clients, and these are some of the things that I know that will help future clients in the process of going forward and helping you to have that security and have that confidence in growing a business. Now, this is not going to be a pretty conversation. It's not going to be sexy here. This is going to be some stepping on some toes and hardcore things that you may not want to hear about business, but you're going to need to hear it. Okay. So it's all in love, but I'm going to give it to you straight. I'm going to give it to you the way a business someone that's got a business coach or business strategist or somebody that's going that wants you to win. I don't want to be I don't want you to think that it's going to always be easy. I don't want you to think that because you're going to have to make some tough decisions and do some tough things and change some things in your life you're going to have to create a new you if you're going to be in this world of entrepreneurship. If you're going to take this thing serious, you got to have a different approach. You got to have a different mindset. You got to have different habits. You got to have different goals. You have to have different the different way of doing things, and it's just the way it is. Okay, successful people are not successful because they drag their feet, they follow the status quo, and they follow the crowd, and they do all these other things. So if this is not for you, then I do understand, but I'm talking to those that this is for. Okay, if this is not for you, you know somebody that want to succeed in business and in life, that hey, share this video with them so where they can get some of this information and it ain't costing them a thing. And then another thing I wanted to let you know before I do continue to go further, if you want to be connected with me and be a part of the community that where I give out, you know, online training, classes through Zoom, not on social media, you can text push the dream at 833-247-6465, and then I also give you, you know, create sometimes I give you guides, create cheat sheets for you, things to help you in business. And you don't always have to be one of my clients to get it. It's just that hopefully in the future you will be, or you will be in one of the courses, or you will be in something that can help you. But this is what it is. It is this right here is the next best way to get me without getting me one on one, because one on one is just not you picking up the phone calling me. Okay, that is not the way I have my business structured and the systems in my business run. So you can't be DMing me saying, hey, can I ask you a question? No, it's going to be, you're going to have to be a part of what's going on. Okay. I can answer your question in one of my programs. Okay. All righty. Now that we got that clear and out of the way, let's start. It's about 10 of them that I want to discuss with you. And this is going to help you be a better you in business in 2023. Because these are some of the things that I find that just really, really just a little nag in this business world. And it's gonna keep you stagnant if you don't apply some of these. All of these may not apply to those you that are listening, but here again, take it in love. And hey, when we know better, what we can do better. So let's do that. Let's have some business and personal development conversations today. This is what this is about. Okay. Alrighty. Now the first thing is, do not be drawn to the shiny syndrome objects, being an opportunist. Now, let me break this down and tell you what I mean about that. Being an opportunist out here, you're looking at, okay, whew, boy, this one right here. Stop connecting to people and stop trying to take everybody's idea just because you feel like the shiny object syndrome, just because you feel like it can make you money and there's money involved, and you have no desire, you have no purpose on doing it. I do understand you may be a person that want to do business and you just don't have an idea of your own. That's okay. But when you get into these shining syndrome mentalities and these attitudes, and then you get into this opportunities category, you start experiencing your character is very flawed. You tend to do undermining things to people. You tend to act certain ways, and you tend to do things that just may not be you per se. Well, I take that back. That probably is you, because if you're one of the ones out here that's always an opportunist, yeah, you got some things to work on. You really do. Okay. So don't do that, because you will get so far. You will reach a very limited plateau to be all that you can be. And who got time to waste? Who do you have time to waste on trying to be like somebody else or trying to have what somebody else has? Nah, I don't think so. Okay, now enough of that. Let me go on to number 2. Stop comparing yourselves to others. Now, a lot of you have brilliant ideas, brilliant business ideas, brilliant things to give the marketplace. I am rooting for you. If nobody else is rooting for you, Sandy is. But one thing you must stop doing is comparing yourself and comparing your business to everyone else, unless you're trying to figure out how, what's you're going to be your unique selling proposition. But I think a lot of you compare yourselves to others in a way that you're comparing yourselves and you're trying to do that competitive things. Do you know that energy will not get you anywhere? The energy of that compare, oh my, ooh, we don't have the time of day to go into that. It won't get you anywhere. So I would like for you to cease that. It's not for you. Okay. You have greatness within you. You were created for greatness. And whatever that greatness is that you're supposed to share with the world, I suggest you unpack it, unbox it, and guess what? Make the systems and create the systems to doing it, and get out here and get the work, baby. Okay. That's what you need to do, because you have something that all of us need. And I tell you that constantly. And I mean that, because I know from being in my purpose, can't nobody touch me. I don't care. Look, I don't have to be the millionaire. Like I said before, I know what God has planned for me. I don't have to share it with any of you. But one thing I do know is I stay in my own lane. And when you do that, you can be unapologetically, good, and look at him, unmoved in your decision making, and whatever you working on, whatever you're trying to do. I don't look. They Let me tell you. Side note, maybe some of y'all don't know this. I'm just as sweet and kind. I got this beautiful smile, and no, it's not fake. It is genuine and real. But one thing you're not gonna do is you're not gonna play with me. And no size, shape, form, or fashion, because I won't allow you to. Okay? All right. That's the gift that God gave me to as well. Now, let me continue on. And in this number 2 is that tunnel vision. You sometimes got to just get that tunnel vision. Shake everything off around you. Don't follow don't follow, like I said, that's comparing yourself to others. Just get in and just see what's up with you. What God, God, however you talk to him. Hey, what you got for me? Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. I don't know, whatever voice he talked to you. However, sometimes he talked to me in numbers. Sometimes he talked to me and just listening to other people and then sharing things, and it can be an aha moment. A lot of times, of course, when I'm reading my word, he talked to me in multiple ways. So know how you and God are being communicated. And if you don't know him, get to know him. Okay. All righty. Now I shall go on to number 3. Number 3, knowing your intentions on the reason why you want to do what you're doing, or whatever it can be. When you're coming up with a marketing campaign, it can be when you're coming up to sell something, it can be when you're creating an item, when you're creating a product, when you're creating a service, when you're creating a course, whatever it is. Know your intentions on doing it. What are you going to do? What is it for? Who is it going to help? What is it going to be for? You get me? Know your intentions. Know your intentions on, and when you know your intentions, and if you got any ounce of humility in your life. Some things you're just not going to do. Okay? Alrighty. I get tired of grown people acting like children. Know your intentions. Okay? All right. Next thing. Number 4, accountability. Alrighty. Now, sometimes I'm not necessarily talking about an accountability partner. I am talking about you being accountable for yourself, you being accountable for making a list, creating a to do list, creating a schedule, creating a calendar, or creating an outline, or creating something that's going to say, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to hold myself accountable. You may not approach or meet the same time frame that you want to, but at least you will be headed in that direction. So okay, like for instance, if you set a goal for something to do by a specific date and then you can't make that date, well, still ask yourself the question, did I hold myself accountable for the things that I should have done prior to coming up to this? Or is everything I'm doing, is it the step by step process to get into my alternative goal? Or my ultimate goal? Or did I take some shortcuts along the way that I shouldn't have taken? And now that's the reason why I'm not where I need to be. Hold yourself accountable. That's what I mean. Okay. Next thing I want to talk to you about, plan. What is it going to cost you in setting up any of these goals in business that you want to do in the next 2-3 years or the next year or whatever? What are some of the goals and what is going to cost you? What is going to be the ultimate detail of your plan? I talk to a lot of people, and do you realize that everyone can come up with, okay, I want to do this and I want to do that, but why why are you even trying to worry about the cost? You're not even working on, I'm talking about the cost of your time, the cost of you're shifting your mindset, the cost of you just shifting and changing your routine and cutting back on some things that will benefit you in the long run, but you're just too comfortable in content and doing the same old things over and over and over again and expecting different results. Ask yourself this question: what is it going to cost me? Okay, and even down to the intricate details of what are your pricing, products and services, what you're going to need for your business, what you're going to need to get to the next level. That's what I'm talking about. What is your cost? And make sure that this thing is planned in details. Business planning is so important. Business plan is going to do a lot of things for you. It's going to boost your confidence. It's going to show you that, hey, okay, this is the route that I need. This is the step-by-step process, the blueprint. This is everything. Blueprint. Research this. Find out most things that are built with significance has a what blueprint with it. It's very, very detailed. It has a blueprint with it. Now, you making X amount of dollars or you growing your business or whatever, I'm not saying, and I'm not even saying you have to give yourself a dollar amount when you are doing these things. What I am saying is that you need to have a plan and you need to have that thing on paper. Everything in your head is the only thing it's going to do, is the old folks will say, too much in your head is going to make you crazy. Okay. Write this stuff out. You're going to forget. A lot of times we have thoughts. I know I have thoughts when I'm in the shower or whatever. I have thoughts all the time when I'm taking a bath, or if I don't write them down, I forget them. Okay, we are human people. We can't remember everything. Write those visions down. Even if you're not ready to do them now, write them down. Get you a notebook, get you a tablet, get you something. It costs under $5. Really, go to the dollar store. Sometimes you can find those little tablets and notebooks for like $1, $2. Do that. Now, the next thing is, which is number 6, you're connecting to the people for the wrong reasons. Okay, meaning Sometimes you connect to people to just get and see, you want to use people, you want to see what they have, you're thinking about doing something in business, but you're just trying to connect with folks just to get something out of them. Don't do that to people. Don't even operate that way. Be genuine. Build relationships with people. Build relations, genuine relationships. Build them. Because what's going to happen is if you're doing something for the wrong reason is going to manifest itself, and it's going to show up, and it's going to be chaotic. Even when you're dealing with this person, even when you're in a relationship with this person, it's not going to run smoothly. I don't care if it's a friend, I don't know if it's a colleague, or whomever else is a business partner. If you're not doing things the right way, do you actually think any good is going to come out of that? No. These are some things that I've seen, and I tell you, and it doesn't come out good. Even people have tried to attach themselves to me, and it doesn't come out good. And I'm not going to second guess myself. I am not, I used to be this way, like second guess myself and saying, thinking it was me. No. A lot of times, especially if you're doing it in the right spirit, and if you're doing it with the right intention, people, you some of this stuff that we question ourselves about, we won't even question ourselves anymore because we would have done the work. Next thing is number 7. Keep up with your data. Keep up with your data. Keep up with everything or towards these goals that you want to accomplish and achieve. Keep up with everything you need to do in order to get to that end goal. Because it's going to make all the difference in the world if you got your data. If you got your data, you know your data. If you know as you're growing your business, if you know your metrics, if you know what time of day, just like I'm saying, social media posting and stuff, all this stuff, if you know the numbers, if you know how many people you're looking to reach, if you know how much money you want to make, if you know what time frame, what day of the week you want to make this, and how many trainings or courses you're going to create, how how when and how, what when where, just all of it. You ask yourself all of this. So I say this too. It takes 365 days. It's 365 days in a year, and it's going to take every bit of that time in order for you to keep yourself together. Who has time for anything else? You don't have time for anything else but to accomplish the goals that you're trying to accomplish. That's all you do. Okay. It's some. Let's see. All right. Did I get it out my eye? It was something in my eye. Okay. Ah, might be that. All righty. Okay. Now, uh, anyway, now back to number 8. Okay. In your business in the future, what you need to do is making sure that you are approaching. Guys, this thing is driving me crazy. It might be just something on my. Okay. Number 8. In this, you're going to find different and multiple ways of. I'm not going to worry about it. You're going to find multiple ways of scaling your business. Now, once you work on one thing and then anything else that can complement what you have in your business, that's what you need to have a part of your business. It may not be right away, but you definitely need to include it in your business. Now, for instance, like if you have one service in your business and there's going to be a complementary service and it's going to be more and more and more, just like for instance with me, I help with business planning. Now, there's more components that goes to business planning. There's, okay, now if this potential client that I have a business, right? If they're establishing a business, so what are some of the other services that I am going to offer that's going to help them? They may need to hire staff. Well, I can help them come up with their resumes, come up with their job description. I can help them create their payroll system. What are the taxes that they have to take out for their employees? I can help them do all of that. Marketing. Okay, these people, what is their marketing plan? Some of those services are all in itself addition to what I'm doing. Every way possible, connecting multiple services. That's a service, that's an extra service there that I can add on to what I'm already doing to help someone. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. Whatever your business is, when you come to me, that's what I do. I help you to do that. Number 9, Practice great customer services. Don't just get people's money for business or whatever, and you don't, you guys don't communicate. You don't let them know what's going on. You don't ever reach out to them again. A lot of people, they sell courses and they have products, and sometimes, and I get it, if you ordering a 17 or $18 product or $27 product, sometimes no, you can't reach that person one-on-one, because their time is that, their time is more valuable than that particular item that you sold them. But if someone is doing business with you, at least stay in touch with them, nurture them, and find out, maybe they can work with you on a higher scale if it's a consultant. And even if it's a product that you have, make sure that the people that you are giving, find out, did they have any complaints? Allow them to send in a survey them, allow them to comment on the product or whatever that they purchased from you. You want to know how they're doing. How did the product work? How did they like the product? What can you do to improve the product? You want to know these things. This is a part of you staying connected with the people that matters the most. And those are your customers, will be your customers if you don't have a business. All right. Now, the last thing I do want to say and discuss with you is number 10 is, always keep your goals and your plans in front of you. That's number 10. Keep everything that you're doing in front of you. That means you don't work on it Monday and don't work on it Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. At some capacity, work on your business. If you are serious about it, you listen. Most of you, you go to your job every day, right? You go to your job the way they schedule you to go to your job. Fall in love with your idea or your vision or your goals, just like you do your job, or just like you doing things that you feel like is very important to your livelihood. That's all I'm saying. And once you do this, and once you think about some of these things, this is just a list of some things that I just really think that we need to kind of pay attention to, and we need to try to improve on in our world and in our lives when it comes down to business growth. And I think that we'll be a little bit better at, and a little bit confident in really staying in this thing for the long haul. And you won't be one of the statistics that says, guess what, your business, all business, a lot of new businesses fail within 3 years. Yours won't be in that number, because you would be doing something totally different than the average person. A lot of people don't get where they want to be. It's not because they're not capable and able. It's not because they don't have what it takes. It's because they don't do a lot of these things that I just mentioned to you. They don't think that these are important, and they are. They are some of the most important things that you can do in order to grow a business, in order to just improve in general, whatever you're doing. I'm serious. These things are so important. And I guarantee you, and if you look at them from that perspective, and you change and do things that's going to improve your business growth for the better, I guarantee you, you will be well known, or your product or your service will be well known in the near future. All righty. So that's all I do want to say to you today, and well, in this video. So remember, text Push the Dream to 833-247-6465 if you want to stay and be a part of the community. Okay. We're going to have some great things coming up next year. The show is going to come back next year. I was going to do it in December, but I'm going to wait to the first of the year. And remember, people, and if some of you have businesses on, I would love to have you on the show. And I'm going to get ready and do some talking to others that are interested, and let them know the guidelines and the things that we're going to do. And then we're going to go forward, and we're going to have a great, we're going to have a great time in 2023. And we're going to look at things totally different, because you have something. You're great. You have greatness within you. Everybody, I believe everybody I come in contact, you have greatness within you. Some of you may have had it, you know, um, how does it get suppressed when you were a child, or suppressed when you were a teenager, or something might have happened. And, you may not have been in an environment that promoted positivity, promoted, encouragement, and promoted, motivation and things like that. And so you just didn't see it. You didn't see it in your life. So if you haven't, then I suggest, and if you know you want better, there's so many people out here that can help you be better. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you so much. And I'll talk to you later. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye. Take care.